I just did a video on letting go when a relationship ends, and that's when two people break up. I want to now address letting go when someone very close to you, spouse, child, the most horrible thing in the world, losing somebody that you really love, especially a child, my God. Um, but it's important to go on and live your life even after you've lost someone to death. Death is nothing more than an extension, not really of life, but of the life experience, because we're all going to, if we live long enough, experience the death of someone that we love. And it seems almost impossible to comprehend being able to let go when you experience that loss. But you're still living. And so a good way to move forward is to honor the person that died. And think about this. If you were to pass on and leave people behind, would you want those people to suffer that, now that you've passed on, they're still living? Would you want those loved ones to suffer over your death? I know I don't want my family to suffer. When you love somebody, you don't want them to suffer. So my thing is, my brother died, and a good way, I think, to go about it is to understand that in the same way that you would not want them to suffer, they would never want you to suffer. And so you best honor a person by going on with your life. That does not mean that you don't remember them. That does not mean that you don't cry sometimes. That's not what that means. It means you don't stay stuck in that grief. You cannot be effective for anybody else in your life when you're stuck in that grief. You just cannot. And so if you can just think, if I can look at it and remember, I wouldn't want them to suffer, and I know they would not want me to suffer. So the best way to honor a loved one that has passed on is to go on and live your life the best way you can. Live it even better than before, keeping that loved one in mind and knowing that that is what they would have wanted you to do. That is best honoring the person who you've lost. You honor them best by doing that rather than staying stuck in grief. Sometimes we feel guilty. Oh, I better grieve the rest of my life, or I'm going to feel guilty for not grieving the rest of my life. And that's just not realistic. That's not a way to live, and that's not the way that your loved one would have wanted you to live. So as hard as death is, I think that finding a way through, a positive way, is the best thing that you can do for yourself, and to honor the loved one that died, and to honor the loved ones that are still here that still need you.